I got a call this morning from AAA. AAA is a car insurance company. Car insurance is something that you pay for because you have to for some reason. When you become an adult and you attempt to live in society, every single aspect of being alive costs between $100 and $1,000 to $2,000. Every single thing. And the older that you get, the more things keep being added. So you work like a dog all month so that you can afford every single hand that's sticking out in your face saying, you have to pay this because otherwise you won't have car insurance because you need car insurance to drive and you need car insurance because you have to drive a car and you have to go to your job and you have to do all this stuff. And please,
damn, bro.
If you're thinking at this point, well, you don't have to have car insurance. If you want to drive a car, then you have to get insurance because that's your decision. No, it isn't. No, it's not my decision because I live in a city that is car dependent. I live in a country that is car dependent. So don't be fucking cute and say that I should take the Los Angeles Metro. Spare me.
Well, he lives in LA. That's one problem. Listen. Of course he's in Los Angeles, bro. Of course. So literally crashing out in LA. What's new? Nobody can stand it living there. Nobody, dude. Everybody hates living there, but won't leave. Won't leave because there's something drawing you there. It's the hypodermic needles. It's the bums. It's the random human shit somewhere around you. It's the broken into stores. What is it? What is keeping the weather? I love the weather and the beaches that I never go to. But the weather's nice.
Got a call this morning from AAA law enforcement. Or fucking goddamn it! From AAA. I don't even know from AAA car insurance. AAA car insurance. And they said, Mr. Henschel, there's a problem. Another thing about being an adult is that you have something called a cell phone. On your cell phone, you get about 100 calls a week that are complete gibberish nonsense from a basement in Malaysia. You get 100 phone calls a week from random series of numbers. If you answer the phone call, you will hear complete silence.
That's
you
so true.
Also get one phone call a week that if you don't pick it up, it will ruin your life. So somewhere in there is an extremely important phone call. The same thing happens with your mail. Every week, you get 1,000 fucking pieces of trash.
That's so true.
And one very, very important letter that if you don't...
Mountains of fucking trees just cut down for no reason whatsoever to sell me on fucking newspaper clippings and stupid, like all those brochures that they send you. Bro, fuck off. Stop it. Stop, please. My phone number, I have to get it changed like every 6 months because these fucking phone companies, they literally steal your information, guys. But quite literally, they steal your information. And then they'll send it off to somebody who somehow gets your phone number. Somehow. Some way. Don't understand. I didn't opt in for shit getting shared. I'm doing well, brother. Thank you.
If 100 cent 10 Australian dollars. How are you, brother?
I'm doing really well, dude. We got a funny stream tonight. Hopefully it doesn't lag and flip out on anybody.
On answer, you go to jail. This morning,
appreciate you, brother.
I got one of those phone calls in the magic grab bag, and I picked it up. It was AAA. And they said, Mr. Henschel, unfortunately, it seems that there was a lapse in your coverage because you switched your driver's license. You had a Maryland driver's license, and then you got a California driver's license. And you need to give us your California driver's license information now. Otherwise, you don't get to have car insurance. And if you drive your car, you can go to jail. So I said, okay. Keep in mind also, the thing that really bothers me about all these people, car insurance, credit card, landlords, fucking everybody, the utility company, the water company, they all speak to you as though you are voluntarily doing this, as though they are doing you a favor. I don't want to pay for any of this shit. I don't want to do any of this. I didn't ask to do any of this at all. I didn't ask for it. I didn't even have to be fucking alive. I don't want to do this. I don't want to pay my car insurance. I don't want car insurance. I don't want to give you my new driver's license. I don't want to fucking do that, but I have to for some fucking reason, because for some fucking reason, in order to be alive, you have to pay 20 different people $200. And you have to keep reciting random digits of numbers. Everything about being alive is just fucking numbers over and over again. Important numbers for this, important numbers for that. You gotta type in this password, you gotta type in this number, you gotta type in this thing, and if you get it wrong, you're gonna go to jail. I didn't say any of this to the lady. I just said, sure, let me just give you this fucking number so that I can move on with my life and attempt to enjoy anything about anything. Here it is. Click, clack, click, clack. Click clacks for a little while. And then she says, I'm sorry, Mr. Henschel. We can't offer you coverage. So I said, excuse me? Because I've had AAA for 3 fucking years. What's the problem? And she said, well, it appears that you were in an accident about a year ago. And I said, yeah, I was. I was in a fender bender. My one accident that I've had in the past 5 years. I drive because I'm forced to by society. I drive for about 75% of my day, every day. And one fucking time, an old lady cut in front of me going 20 miles per hour on the freeway, and I couldn't slow down in time, and I bumped her in the back of the car. Remember, this is a satire account. And she said, well, it appears that this was a 2-point accident. And I was like, what does that fucking mean? Everything is numbers, remember? Random numbers that mean something for some reason. It was a 2-point accident, and we can only insure you if you have a 1-point accident. So I was like, what does that mean?
Satire. It's a satire account, but he's sweating bullets.
And she said, well, a 2-point accident is when the person claims injury. So you hit this person, and then apparently she was injured. So I was like, well, how do we know that? I mean, what do you mean she was injured? It was a very, very...
You know, that shit happened to me, but some fresh off the boat African dude hit my car in Los Angeles. And beautiful. Luckily, I had my own insurance for the uninsured, and I ended up getting 20 G's out of that shit. But that fucker totaled my car. I saw him hit me too. Like, as the incoming collision, I looked at my rear view and it was like towards the night. And, you know, you could see his face lit up by his phone. He's just looking straight down, bro. It's stop and go traffic on the 405. Boom, there goes my ass. Completely fucked my shit up. I'm surprised we didn't hit any other cars. And that's it. Cops came. They were like, bro, what are you going to do about this? I'm like, I got uninsured motorist coverage. Thank God. And the dude couldn't even afford the tow truck. His brother had to come tow him. Couldn't afford the tow truck, guys. $60 fucking.
Very light accident. And so what if she was injured? Last I checked, the only conceivable point of having car insurance is in case something like this happens. That's what car insurance is supposed to be for, in theory. When you think about if there is any rational reason why you would need to have car insurance, it is for the purpose that if at one point during the 75% of your life that you're in a fucking car, you happen to get in an accident, you're not completely fucked. So why, if I got in one accident, am I fucked anyway? Because the last time that I checked, the reason I was paying for this fucking shit, $200 a month, $300 a month, was in case anything happened, right? So then why, if something happens, then am I not allowed to have the insurance that I fucking paid for in case something happened? Why did I bother then? What are you for? Are you just a fucking mafia that you come to collect your $200 every fucking month? And if I need to use your service for anything,
he had
I'm
enough.
Totally fucked.
God.
Because then I can't renew your stupid fucking insurance. And I said, so I didn't say any of this. I just said very politely, well.
You know what's so fucked too? When somebody else hits you and they're at fault, fully, without question of a doubt, my insurance company tried to raise my premium $150 a month. How the fuck does my premium go up when they hit me? and they're liable, and their insurance company was going to pay. That shit makes no fucking sense. I switched. I think I had State Farm, and then I ended up going to Geico. I had State Farm. Yeah, I had State Farm, bro. They raised my fucking premiums. When somebody else hit, what would they have done to me if I hit somebody and was liable? It's shit. That's crazy. It's a scam.
I was kind of stunned for a minute because all of that was going through my head. And I said, well, what are my options then? And she said, well, now you can't be insured by AAA. So we work with another agency who blah, 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 blah. And then we'll call that person. They'll call you and then you call them and then they'll give you the numbers and then you give them the numbers and then you'll have to pay a much bigger number than you were already paying before. The point I'm trying to illustrate here is what the fuck? I didn't ask for any of this. I, this morning, woke up and I said, God fucking damn it. I just need a fucking win. I just need one.
No wins.
Just one thing. Please, God. I don't believe in God. But I said a prayer last night. I said, God, can you please just let one good thing happen tomorrow? Because I gotta be honest here. I'm paying all these random corporations my entire paycheck. And I can't figure out why. I don't want to, but I have to. I have to pay rent. I have to pay my bullshit.
Ooh.
Why?
Tell them why. It's kind of nuts too. I've known people that have driven without their car being insured for years. I've been hit by people who don't have insurance and they're driving. That's fucking insane to me. We get punished. We pay our insurance, do what we're supposed to, even get like, the high limits on our insurance just to be okay. Because I had the lowest limits I possibly could afford that was legal for my car, for it being a lease, which was still like the 300. I believe it was like the 300, 100, 300. Still wasn't enough.
Dad Mode in dark mode sent $4.99. I bet after this he crashed out like this at work, lost his job, and his car insurance now doubles as his homeowner's insurance. Smiley face emoji.
Hopefully, I had more composure at work. I lost my job too. When I got in that car accident and that dude hit me, I was working for AT&T to be one of the sales associates in the store. And you have a 3-month probation where you can't miss a day because it's like training. I had to go to a fucking chiropractor, bro, for like 4 or 5 times a week. My lawyer told me, you got to go to a chiropractor. You got to go get all this shit done. Guess what? I got fired. I just got hired. I was going to work in Santa Monica by the beach, hotties everywhere. Oh my God. I was in. And then my life got ruined. I pulled out of school to go to Santa Monica College and then transfer in the UC system. I got fucked big time. Or they got me.
I'm waiting for the guy to call me back. That's at the other insurance company. So that I won't.
I'll never forget too. Someone said I tasted heaven for a moment. I was in there with one of the other sales associates after getting hired. The boss loved me, the manager of the store. And there's this other young guy, he's like 20 something too, and 4 chicks, Santa Monica bitches, Hollywood, whatever, Brookwood. Is it Brookwood over or Brentwood? Excuse me, Brentwood. Man, oh man, dude, stereotypical LA. And I look at the guy and I'm like, is this normal here? Is this like an everyday thing? And he's like, yeah, bro. And I asked him, I was like, you get lucky at times? He's like, all the time. It's easy. They're always looking for favors. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, no way, dude. The quality here is it's beach town, Santa Monica. Then some African fucking hit me in the back, bro. No insurance. Great.
Be in legal trouble for driving my car. And he hasn't called me. So. I don't get it. Because I guess my honest question is, what is supposed to be the good part of this? Is that just a question that everybody is too stupid to ask? Is that just a question that doesn't occur to most people who don't have mental health problems? Or is that a question that they just don't think about? What is supposed to be the fucking point? Why am I doing all of this? Nobody could tell me that at any point in my childhood. When I was in high school, when I was in school, and they were saying you have to get this grade so that you can get into good college and you can get money to go to a good college and you have to go to college so you can get a job. And this is why you have to do all of these things that you don't want to do and that don't make any sense and that suck. And that is why you cannot enjoy a single second of your life, because if you do now, you won't be able to do all of these different things. And the question that I had over and over again to everybody in my life was, why? Why the fuck would I do any of that? Why do I want to do any of that? Why? What is the purpose of doing?
This is why people leave the cities. There's too many fucking rules. You can buy a plot of land out in the middle of nowhere. You can say later, sayonara, and be done with it and do the homesteading stuff. This is why so many people are emptying out of the cities, honestly, especially after COVID, when we figured out remote work actually works. You don't have to go to a shitty office, and that's it. Why not, dude? You get peace, you get quiet, you get beautiful birds singing songs, the wind rustling through your property on the leaves and the trees and, everything, the grass, it smells great, and that's it.
Any of that, and nobody could ever give me a straight fucking answer.
You can goon in
They would
private.
just be like, well, because you have to do that. But nobody could at any point ever tell me.
All right, calm down, bro. Jesus Christ. That's why he lost his hair already. His blood pressure needs to go down. Cool it, Daniel. It says the comment said we traded actual slavery for wage slavery. This isn't even satire, it's just real life. So I genuinely feel 99% of the time. Fucking hell. Valid crash out. Insurance is a giant scam. Paying $200 to 20 different people just to be alive is so true. Yeah, I work at State Farm. Fucking State Farm, bros. You see? Insurance is a massive scam. I consistently quote people who are under 25 and tell them that their monthly price is $300, $400, $5 fucking plus $100. I once quoted an 18-year-old girl who told me that her parents were not supporting her at all and she needed insurance. Her monthly price was $1,050 a month. Either she pays $1,050 in car insurance per month. What the fuck, bro? $1,000 for an 18-year-old? That's insane. No fucking way. No way. No fucking way. How the fuck? That's also a scam too, by the way. If I haven't gotten in a car accident in multiple years, not even like traffic issues, why do my premiums stay the same and not go down? Fucking garbage. And the only way they lower your premium, do you know what they do? If they get that device and put it in your car, if that shit tracks you. I remember State Farm had that shit too. Fucking out there gooning on my data, bro. And they're all like, we'll watch the way you drive. And if you put this fucking device so we know where you go every single second of the fucking day and how fast and all this shit, we'll give you a 5% discount. Fuck off, bro. Data gooning. That's all it is. Data gooning. They're gooning out to my fucking data and yours and making millions of dollars selling our shit. All of a sudden, they know where we're going, how long we're going, how fast we're going there, where we travel, how often we travel there. That data is worth money, bro. That's worth a lot of money. That information they build on you, the profile, yeah, fucking data gooning us.